proof too. Video footage of a large black cat prowling the hills northwest of Melbourne. But when the footage was released, Mr. Temby was savaged by animal experts. They say all he filmed was a large domestic cat gone feral. Well, for the first time, Mr. Temby answers his critics.
I can definitely see a black cat, can you?
Yeah.
You've seen the video. Now meet the man who filmed it in central Victoria, panther hunter Steve Temby. How did you happen to be here at the exact same time as the animal?
Well, it's not a chance. Well, it's not a fluke. I actually set myself up in this area. I've pretty well been moving around in this area for at least 4 months now.
Good. Now, is this a fact or a feline furphy?
Nah, 100% is expanding. It's expanding.
Mr. Temby may be convinced, but animal experts are hardly fighting like Kilkenny cats over the evidence. They all agree this is simply a big feral cat, and the public has been sold a pup.
It's interesting footage, but to make it any more than just quite large black cat, that it needs to have more evidence.
Peter Temple-Smith from the Melbourne Zoo.
We've never seen any evidence of these animals. I mean, no one's caught one, no one's shot one, or if they have, they've kept them under wraps. There's been no skulls or skeletal material found.
Do you care if these people are bagging you?
No, not at all.
Disbelieving you?
No, not at all. I think it's actually pretty healthy to have that scepticism.
Not embarrassed?
Not at all. No. What have I got to be embarrassed about? If that was a smaller type cat, that wouldn't look as big as that from bloody here, mate. That's a decent size, eh?
Mr. Temby filmed the cat twice. In this video, it meets a wallaby in the bush. It's difficult to judge size because the encounter was filmed from 100 metres away. What was your reaction when you saw the animal you say you filmed?
I felt pretty excited. It was pretty hard to control the camera, I suppose, at the start, until I sort of locked onto it and settled myself down a little bit.
But how big did the animal look to you?
Oh, he looked pretty big. It was decent size.
Over the years, dozens of Victorians have reported sightings of panther-like creatures, but no one has managed to capture anything resembling the beast on video. Steve Temby says he's the first.
Yes, I do firmly believe that it is a panther.
No doubts.
No.
Totally convinced.
Of course, 100%.
The experts aren't. They say it's rubbish. This is a feral cat.
Oh, well, fair enough. Let them think what they like.
They're wrong again?
Of course.
He did have a footprint, but that footprint matches nothing that we have here at the zoo. So what does that mean? He also, was trying to get hair samples. Unfortunately, weren't. But it's those sort of things that would make a difference.
The animal that I filmed is very thick set. It's got very thick legs, thick neck, and a very long sweeping black tail. It just has all the characteristics of something other than a feral cat to me.
It was an interesting piece of footage. I took it to be a cat, personally, a large cat, but just an ordinary cat.
Bob Nixon from the Australian Skeptics is naturally sceptical.
It is an enormous badge of honour to achieve the ultimate of getting footage of a strange animal or a strange being. It's very similar to the UFO community, where a picture of a UFO is, again, a badge of honour.
People have seen them down in Gippsland. Well, those ones that they see aren't the ones that I've seen.
But there's not a lot of other evidence, is there, of these animals?
Well, I suppose you could say that you just gauge public reaction after the videos went to air, and you can see the amount of interest and debate that it's brought out in the